Have you ever asked yourself why, deep down, you seem to resist the very changes that could transform your life? Why do we reject ideas that we know could lead to more freedom, love, or success? Plato once said, "We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light." Most people don't realize they're doing it, but they block their own beliefs. They unconsciously reject better realities because these realities require a new identity, a new version of the self. And the ego, your current self, fears being replaced. Carl Jung wrote, "People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls." That resistance? That's fear masquerading as logic. You'll tell yourself a belief is unrealistic or cringeworthy or just not for people like you. But that's not your soul talking. That's your programming. Let's be clear, your beliefs shape your life. They are the filters through which you see the world. And if you believe, deep down, that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not lovable, not meant for more, your actions will reflect that belief, even if you say otherwise. You might hear a message that resonates, something powerful that stirs you. You feel something unlock. But then, seconds later, the doubt kicks in. You retreat. You scroll past. You go back to autopilot. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." But what if your reactions are not even yours? What if they are habits passed down by wounded people, societal norms, or limiting systems? When you block new beliefs, you're not protecting your truth, you're protecting your past. And the past can't take you anywhere new. Here's the paradox. You want change, but you want it to feel safe. You want belief without vulnerability. But belief is vulnerability. It's the willingness to say, "I don't have proof yet, but I'm willing to try." Every great transformation in history began with someone believing in something that wasn't yet real. Steve Jobs said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." That's not just a quote, it's a law of reality. So let's break it down. Why do we block belief? First, we fear disappointment. If you don't try, you can't fail. If you don't believe, you can't be proven wrong, so you stay safe. But safety is not peace. It's just a cage with nice wallpaper. Second, we confuse identity with truth. You think, "I've never been that person," so you assume you never can be. But identity is fluid. Who you were yesterday is already gone. Third, we want permission. From others, from society, from some invisible authority that says, "Okay, now you're allowed to dream bigger." But that permission never comes, and it never will, because the only one who can grant it is you. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, wrote, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." Let that sink in. You're not being asked to become someone else. You're being invited to stop holding on to who you are not. So what do we do? How do we unblock the beliefs that would liberate us? Step 1. Radical awareness. Begin to notice the moments where you reject new possibilities. Watch your inner dialogue. Do you shut down inspiring thoughts with sarcasm? Do you instantly discredit ideas that feel too good? Step 2. Question the reflex. Ask yourself, who taught me this belief? Where did I learn that I should stay small? Often, it's not even your voice. It's a parent, a teacher, a moment in childhood. Step 3. Rewrite. And yes, this takes repetition. Begin speaking a new story. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and author of Man's Search for Meaning, wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. That's belief. Choosing your internal state even when the world hasn't caught up yet. Choosing hope in the absence of evidence. Choosing movement in the presence of fear." Step 4. Embody. Act as if it's true. Not fake it till you make it, but faith it till you become it. The body learns through action. If you want to believe you are capable, do capable things, even if they're small. Speak kindly, stand tall, make the call, start the project. Belief is a muscle. It grows with use. And like any workout, it's uncomfortable at first. But the pain is proof that you're changing. Step 5. Surround yourself with mirrors. People who reflect the version of you that you're becoming, not the ones who try to drag you back into their comfort zone. Find expanders, people who have what you want and are willing to tell you the truth. And finally, step 6. Surrender. You won't always see the path. You won't always feel confident, but you move anyway. Because belief isn't about certainty, it's about trust. Trust that if you keep walking, the bridge will appear. So, if you've listened this far, maybe it's because a part of you is tired. Tired of playing small, tired of waiting for external validation, tired of doubting your own inner knowing. Here's the truth. The life you dream of is not reserved for the lucky. It's built by the ones who dare to believe before it makes sense. Let me end with one more quote, this time from Rumi. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Let that quote settle for a moment, because within it lies the invitation to surrender not in defeat, but in trust, to let go of the false stability of disbelief and open to the flow of something greater. And if you're wondering what happens when you let life live through you, here's the answer. You become a vessel for vision. You start attracting opportunities that were always there, just waiting for you to see them. You shift from hoping to creating, from doubting to doing. You find yourself becoming the kind of person who others call lucky, not because chance smiled on you, but because belief rewired your world. The authors of your future are not out there, not in society, not in approval, not in tradition. They are within you, and belief is the pen. Don't underestimate what can happen when you start to believe, really believe in your worth, your voice, your vision. Because every belief you choose to nourish becomes a thread in the fabric of your new reality. And if you're still here, still listening, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear this. Not just hear, but integrate, embody, live. So here's what I ask. Subscribe to this channel. Not for me, but for the version of you that's ready to rise, ready to believe, ready to stop living on pause. This journey isn't over. It's just beginning. And I promise you, one belief at a time, you will build a life that feels like truth. And if you're still here, that means something. Most people won't make it to this part. But you did. That's not random. So here's your secret. The beliefs you unlock now aren't just for you. They ripple. They echo. They set silent permissions for the people around you. Your friends, your family, the ones watching you but never saying a word. Every time you believe louder, deeper, truer, you become the evidence they didn't know they needed. You become a living argument for what's possible. That's the part nobody tells you. That belief is contagious. That every boundary you break becomes someone else's starting line. Maybe you've been quiet about what you want. Maybe you've played humble, small, safe, because the world made you feel like dreaming big was arrogance. But it's not arrogance. It's alignment. And alignment doesn't whisper. It radiates. So here's the deeper truth. You're not just here to believe in yourself. You're here to remind the others, the quiet ones, the broken ones, the ones who gave up before they even began. They're watching you. And they're waiting for someone like you to go first. So go first, speak first, leap first. Not when it's perfect, but because it's not. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time. This is your frequency. And the fact that you stayed to the end, that's the proof you're already different. Most scroll. You stayed. Most skim? You sank in? That's your edge? Don't lose it. Don't hide it. You're not crazy for believing. You're crazy powerful because you do. Thanks for watching. Now, say it out loud with me. I start believing now. Let that be your first move, your first rewrite. And if you're really ready, write it in the comments. Let the world know. Let you know. Because the moment you declare it, the shift begins.